Assalamu alaikum lovelies. Welcome back to the second episode of my DIY hair care series. In the first episode, I have shown you all my recipe of DIY hair oil. If you haven't seen it yet or wish to see it again, I will link it in the description box below. You can check it out if you want. Also subscribe to my channel and hit that little bell icon so that you get a notification whenever I upload a new video. So friends, today I was making my own homemade hair oil which I use quite often, so I thought I might as well share with you guys. So the story is, of lately I was experiencing a lot of hair issues like hair thinning, hair fall, split ends, like a lot of split ends I must say. I switched from shampoo to shampoo, applied different hair oils, hair masks, serums which claim 100% herbal or anti-dandruff, anti-hair fall, total repair and so on. But nothing really seemed to work and eventually I lost trust from these brands. So one day I thought, why not make your own shampoo? I mean, why not? What's the harm in trying? So I googled, did some research, so watched some videos, and guys, there were tons and tons of videos on YouTube showing you how to make your own shampoo. So I picked certain ingredients from there, added some ingredient of my choice which I felt might help, and came out with my own shampoo. But what was the result? I'll be 100% honest to you. I oiled my hair that night and in the morning I washed my hair with that particular shampoo, but it did not lather at all, and my hair was also having certain traces of oil left behind. So I thought that yeah, now this is also a failure. I kept that shampoo and I did not try it again. After a few weeks, I thought of giving it a try again, and that time I tried it very casually. My hair, I just shampooed my hair with that shampoo, but the result was so amazing. Like, my hair was smooth, shiny, and also I had a lesser hair fall in that wash. So that time I realized that it was not the shampoo which was wrong, but it was the way I was applying it. So since then I started applying that particular shampoo on days when I do not oil my hair at all or oil it very less. Since then I make it a point to apply this particular shampoo at least once a week, and the days wherein I heavily oil my hair, I use Dove shampoo, which I like among all the shampoos available in the market.
So guys, let's shampoo. I'll be needing 3 ingredients, 100 grams each. First is shikakai. They are kind of long pod with tiny seeds inside it. They act as a hair tonic or a hair supplement. Next, I'll be taking Rita, also called as soap nut. They are cherry-like fruit with a big chunky seed inside it. It is a natural cleanser which removes all the dirt and dust particles from your hair. Next is Indian gooseberry or dried amla. We all know it is a wonder fruit when it comes to hair. It is a natural conditioner which adds a lot of shine and luster to your hair. I'll be taking certain seeds, that is kalonji, flax seeds and methi dana, 50 grams each. So to begin with, I'll thoroughly wash all the ingredients under running water. Make sure you do not skip this step because it may have quite a lot of dirt particles and mud. I purchased all these stuffs from an Ayurvedic store. You can buy them online. I will link that in the description box below. You can also get these from supermarket. Availability is not at all an issue. Next, I'll be needing 2 liters of water, 1.5 liters in one go and remaining half liters later. I'll be pouring in this water in a huge vessel and then I'll transfer all my ingredients inside it. You can see they have already started to lose its color. Next, I'll be giving it a good mix and let it rest for 36 hours. Make sure you do not do kanjusi in the rest time. Next, I will grind all my seeds. I'll be taking a clean and dry mixer jar and grind all these seeds coarsely. Guys, these seeds are extremely rich in amino acids, iron and omega-3 fatty acid, all of which is extremely useful for your scalp health and for your healthy long follicles. After 36 hours, you can see that the fruits have swollen up. I'll remove all the big chunky seeds from Rita. You need not remove the shikakai seeds since they are quite tiny. Yeah, but you can break them into small pieces. Now I'll nicely squeeze and rub all the materials in the water. Make sure you devote some time in this step, say at least 10 minutes. This way you can mix all the juices and helps to extract all the nutrients from the ingredients and spread it evenly. If you're scared of staining your hand, you can make use of gloves. But I prefer doing it with bare hand because that way I feel I can do it better. You can see there is a lot of froth in the mixture. That means your shampoo process is begin. Now I'll be transferring the mixture of my seeds in the vessel and I'll let it boil on a high flame for 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, I'll be lowering down the flame to medium and let it boil for good 20 minutes. With the help of a spoon, I'll slowly press down all my ingredients so that it releases all its juices evenly. After 20 minutes, I'll let it cool and then you can see the texture. It has quite thickened up. Now it's time for staining. This is a very tedious process, but it's all worth it. I'll stain it with the help of a cloth. Make sure your cloth is old because you will not be able to reuse it. Now with both your hands, nicely squeeze the mixture so that you get whole lot of shampoo out of it. The color of your shampoo is going to be brown. After squeezing it, you will be left with some pulp and a lot of shampoo, but this pulp still has lots of goodness inside it, so I'll not be discarding it. What I'll do is I'll add half a liter of water in it, let it boil for 20 minutes, stain it again so that nothing goes wasted, and I'll be getting a whole lot of shampoo from this entire process. I'll be storing it in a bottle with a pump, that way it is easy to use. It is having a tangish smell, but you do not need to worry. After washing it, it will not leave any smell behind. And you can use this shampoo for good 1 month. The shelf life is little lower because it do not have any chemicals or preservatives inside. You can see the texture is quite creamy and nice. Like me, you may not like this product instantly. because it do not have any parabens or sulfate, but later I'm sure you will be loving it. Thanks.